Hello, hi, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be talking about Fenty Beauty, the bronzers that she's just released. The first bronzers, the first one that I bought when I arrived at Harvey Nichols was, so it's called Sun Stalk'r, and this one is in Island Ting, so it's in the colour Island Ting. So if I just show you the packaging, it's really nice. It says Sun Stalk'r Instant Warmth Bronzer, and it says instant sun soaked glow that lasts, blendable, buildable, transfer resistant. And I bought the other colour, which was Beijing Girl as well, because hopefully the pronunciation is right, sorry if it's wrong. I bought that because it had more of a warmish sort of reddish undertone, whereas this one had more of a cool one, which was the Island Ting. So I thought if I had both, I could sort of play around depending on my mood. And I think Island Ting is also good for like a contour, because it's quite a cool colour, whereas a lot of people who like sort of more warmish reddish tones would prefer Beijing Girl. So I got those two. I also bought the they basically released some more Killawatt's Freestyle Highlighter Duo, and I got this in Afternoon Snack and Mo Honey. Again, the packaging is in that lovely Fenty packaging. And I got the Killawatt Foil Freestyle Highlighter in the colour Penny for Your Thoughts. I tried these on in store, and what I really loved about everything that I bought today is that you can really use them for different things. And I don't think with these sort of products you should kind of restrict yourself. I think if you're, you know, experimental, if you want to try it, you know, as an eyeshadow, as a bronzer, as a contour, you know, if the color works and it's working on your complexion, definitely I would say go ahead and do it and use it in that way. There's no rules with makeup, definitely. And then I also purchased they were released the powder, the Fenty mini, well, this is a mini instant retouch setting powder, the Pro Filt'r, in the colour Honey. So I bought Honey because I actually bought the banana one abroad when I was abroad in Sephora, and I just thought this was a nice one that was quite similar to my skin tone, that I could just test out and see, and if I liked it then I'd buy the larger version. So I bought that as a kind of setting powder or powder. And then when I was talking to the lady on the lady who was helping me sort of pick out my bronzers and stuff, I asked her about Unbutton, and the reason why I asked was I bought all the other colours except for the dark colour, but the Unveil colour, you know, the darkest one. I bought all the others except for Unbutton, which is one of the lighter ones. And I remember going into store to try it initially, and I just thought to myself, it's just too light, you know, like on my skin tone it just makes me look kind of, I don't know, without a lip liner or something, it just looked too light. So I had a discussion with the girl and she said, well, why don't you just put a lip colour on? So she suggested I used one of the sort of Mademoiselle, well, the lipsticks that Rihanna had brought out in the colour Shorty, and I've got that which I can demonstrate and show you later. But what I wanted to do was kind of put Shorty on my lips as a liner, which is what she did. And then put Unbutton in the inside, and I think that just looked really nice in store, and I just thought, okay, you know what, I'm going to give it a go because it's a really nice sort of ombre effect, and I just like the colour. So I bought Unbutton in the Stunner lip paint, and then I bought two of the brushes that had just been released. So I bought the Cheek Hugging Bronzer brush, that's in 190, because I thought it just fitted, you know, perfectly on my cheekbone when I did the bronzer. And then I noticed that this also got released, which was the Sculpting Bronzer brush in the number 195, and I just thought, you know, it might be just a nice contrast to have one that's more cheek hugging and then one that I can just sort of build with the makeup itself. So those are my purchases. In the next part of the video, I'm going to demonstrate everything out of its packaging and then show you up close what it looks like, and then we'll basically swatch some things for you, and then after the swatch will put the makeup actually on my face so you can see how it looks against my skin tone. And you know, it would help if you have a similar skin tone. I hope this helps with you helping to pick the right product. So I thought the best thing to do would be to try the two sort of bronzers I bought, one on the left of my cheek and one on the right, so you could see the difference, and also using the two different brushes that I bought. So what I'm going to do is start off with Island Ting, which I'm going to use with the 190 bronzer brush that I bought, and just to show you kind of how it appears on my complexion. Now I don't have anything other than the Fenty foundation and primer on, so you should be able to see what it looks like. I've got some stills of how it looks as well, but I wanted to show you kind of what the colour looks like. So if I kind of come up close to you, you can see that is Island Ting. And I'll put that on and show you how you've got the Fenty Beauty logo just on there. And I'm just going to dab that in so we can see how that looks on my left cheek. So the brush really hugs my cheek really well, and you can kind of see how that looks. Now if I come up close, it's got a really natural look. It's not too in your face, and I think it's very buildable. So if I took the brush again and I just went in a little bit more, you know, you can really control how much you want as a bronzer. Now like me, I mean, when I bronze, I like to put bronzer on my forehead and like a kind of 3 shape, just so that, you know, it looks really natural, like the sun has hit you in certain parts of your face. So go in one more time, and you can just see as I'm doing it, it's just becoming more and more sort of buildable, and it's not like, it's just a really nice color. It's very natural. I'll move back to show you what it looks like, but I mean, you can see that's a lovely, lovely shade. It's a cool toned color, but it doesn't look too cool on my skin tone. It actually looks really, really nice. So that is Island Ting. So now we've done Island Ting, the next thing I'm going to show you on my right side of my cheek is the other colour that I bought, which is in Beijing Girl. But anyway, I will show you how that looks. So that's a bit warmer compared to the one before, and you can see the Fenty Beauty imprint there. And I'll use the brush that I bought in the bronzer brush in 195, just so you can see how it differs in terms of control and, you know, what it can do. So I'm just gonna put that in there now to show you. So again, I'm just dabbing in, and then I'm gonna just put some product here. It feels really soft, these brushes, really nice, and you can control how much you put on. So I don't know if you can tell, but this one is definitely more warmer. And you know, I would probably suggest, like for me, I get darker during the summertime, so I would probably use this shade during the summer. Just because my skin is warmer around that time, whereas right now, sort of what we're in April, that would be better for my skin, just because I don't have that sort of kind of warmer skin, just based on the fact that you haven't had any sun. So I would probably use that then. I mean, this is a lovely colour as well. Like I said, it's a bit more red, and then I'll just put some, build up some here, some on my forehead, and then just some just underneath my chin, just like that. But yeah, you can see it's a lot warmer. And you know, the reason why I bought them both was initially I only bought Island Ting, and I bought Island Ting because I thought, okay, you know, it looks really nice and everything. And then I thought to myself, well, summer's coming, and you know, it'd be nice to have another shade. So that's why I bought the warmer Beijing Girl. which I can put on the right hand side. And you know, I think they're both really nice. I think it's just different times of year that I would use it. So that is Beijing Girl. The next thing I wanted to talk about was the other two products that I purchased, which were the 2 kilowatts that were also released on the same day, Afternoon Snack and Mo Honey. They're both really, really gorgeous colours. I will go in closer for you to see. It reminds me a little bit of something she's already released. I mean, I've got a few from her collection, so but I think that it's a nice sort of light brownish, and it's just a colour that you can use pretty much for everything. So what I was going to do and show you today, I've got my 2 eyeshadow brushes. I've got a blender brush and a kind of eyeshadow brush. I was going to show you just what it would be like to put it on my eyelid. So I'm going to go in with the left hand side, which is Afternoon Snack, and I'm going to put that on my lid. Be a bit more generous with that. And it's a really, really nice colour. I mean, it's not, I mean, I know it's meant to be for like a highlighter, but actually I find that it works really well on the lid. The other thing I should have shown you with the other highlighters and the other bronzers is you can also use them on the eyelids as well, because they're matte, the 2 bronzers. They actually look really nice on the eye as well. But I just wanted to show you what this looked like on my eye, as well as if I did put it as a highlighter. But I wanted to show you the Afternoon Snack and Mo Honey as eyeshadows first. And then you can kind of go in with the other one. I mean, you can pat it on top of that. I could put it on the lid. There's a little bit of fallout, but not a major amount, just because of the consistency. But that's really nice. I don't know if you can see. You know, it's a very natural finish. Or I could just go in with and make it like a highlighter and put it on kind of the high cheekbones. But yeah, that's Afternoon Snack and Mo Honey. And so finally, I wanted to talk about the Penny for Your Thoughts, which is another Killawatt Freestyle Highlighter. What I really liked about this one, compared to the other white pan, this is a lot darker. So if I show you how dark that is, it's such a lovely colour for darker skin tones, medium skin tone. I mean, Rihanna, she kind of thinks about everybody. So technically it's good for all skin tones, but this would show up really like in a really pretty way on sort of similar skin tones to myself. So if I put a little bit again on the brush, I mean, you could just literally go on the outer corner of your eye and just kind of work it into the crease, back and forth. I mean, I've got my blender brush here as well. I'll show you how that would look. But it kind of gives you really nice depth to your eyelid. You can do the same with the other, just to balance it out, and you can see. And then just use a blending brush to blend. It's my favourite brush, it's my Surat blending brush. It's so nice. And then it does all the blending for you. But yeah, that is me kind of using it as a eyeshadow. I can show you as well how that looks as a kind of on top of the bronzer, as a kind of highlight on the top part of my cheekbone. So I'll just grab my brush and dab it into here. There's little particles of glitter as well in this one, which is really nice. So I'm just going to go on top of my bronzer. But can you see what that's done? That's added a lot of warmth to my cheeks. It is a lovely, lovely highlighter. yeah, so I really like that. This is my finished bronzer and highlighter look from the new Fenty Beauty collection. I absolutely love it. I think that it gives my skin a lot of warmth, and yeah, I think that Rihanna always just blows it out of the park. I mean, she knows, you know, what colours suit what skin tone, and you know, I think for someone who is a pop star or pop recording artist to come out and actually do this in an area that, you know, she loves, but not in an area that she actually has a lot or a wealth of experience in, I think proves that, you know, that she is a force to be reckoned with. And you know, and I think makeup wise, I think that the brand is just getting stronger and stronger. So yeah, overall I'm really happy with my makeup. I think that it's very versatile, and I think you can't go wrong with any of the bronzers. I think the best thing to do would be to go into store and to swatch things and to try things on, but just to see which range you're in terms of the bronzers. But overall I give these a thumbs up, and yeah, definitely go out and buy them. And earlier on I said I wanted to show you how the final look would look, and I wanted to demonstrate how I could use Unbutton on the inside of my lip with Shorty on the outside as a kind of liner, and this is the result. This is what they did in store as well for me, and I absolutely love sort of the idea of just putting Shorty as a liner or using it on the outside, and then using and blending Unbutton into my lip. And it's a really, really sort of lovely look, I think, for the whole kind of look that I've got. It's a nice sort of complement to the other brown shades. What I'm going to do is basically do some arm swatches of Beijing Girl and Island Ting on my arm, so you can see how it looks against my skin tone. So as you can see, packaging is amazing, sort of rose gold octagon. So if I show you how it looks, so I'm just going to put my finger on there just to swatch for you and see if you can see. So you can see that swatch, that's Island Ting. And then I'm going to do Beijing Girl. And that is the second swatch. So I don't know if you can see, but Beijing Girl seems a lot more warmer, and Island Ting seems a lot more cooler. On my other arm, I'm going to swatch you the penny for your thoughts, and then I will swatch the two other Killawatts, which are in Afternoon Snack and Mo Honey. So you can see how pigmented that is. That is gorgeous. And that is the penny for your thoughts. Then I'm just going to swatch the other two, which are this one on the left, which is Afternoon Snack, which is lovely, really kind of a sort of creamy light brown. And then the final swatch, which will be in Mo Honey. Just going to show you there, which is slightly darker, more kind of rose gold. Really, really gorgeous again. So those are the swatches, arm swatches for the two bronzers, Sun Stalk'r Bronzers, and the three new Killawatt colours highlighters. To summarise, I hope you enjoyed watching the reviews and swatches and a little bit of makeup play with the Fenty Beauty launches that just came through this week. I've really enjoyed playing around with the colour, and I absolutely think that the colours are gorgeous. I think that, you know, she's really knocked it out the park again, and I can't wait to see what else she brings out. If you like this video, then please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, because there'll be many more videos coming through, and I can't wait to film them and to share them with you. Have a great day. Bye bye. Thanks for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe and leave any comments below. Thank you.